So this dude in a dress who murked his own family and then went out and started just blasting at kids at a hockey game, he has these type of tattoos. For anybody who's confused, that is some old school this type of ish. Let's do a little history lesson, shall we? The dudes who wore the symbols that you got permanently tattooed into your skin for the rest of your life, they were known for burning books. But what type of books? LGBTQ trans ideology books. They would have hated you. They would have put you in a camp. And you wouldn't have come out of that camp until you were extra crispy. So can everybody see how these two ideologies conflict? Let me know down in the comments. So this dude...
Do you work in the city? Well, this.
Hey, how you doing?
Can you shut the fuck up?
Hello.
What's wrong with this coat?
That's Diet Coke.
I wanted regular coat.
But that's Diet.
I wanted regular coat. Take that shit back.
What? Oh! Hey.
Let me get 10 on,
Man, this one got numbers out there.
Let me go look.
Look, fuck all that. Let me get 20 on,
Hey.
Hey, what the hell you doing, bitch? You might have that fucking coronavirus.
So what made you want to dye your hair purple?
So what made you want to ask such a dumbass question? It's not your hair. Don't worry about it.
Oh, what you doing? Drinking today?
No, you're about to go to the lake.
Oh, I'm jealous. You got your ID with you?
Yeah.
Where's the restroom?
Damn. That dude, bitch, he's about 10 of these.
Hey.
How you doing?
You like these?
Oh, yeah.
I really don't like them. I don't like peanuts, so.
There's just something about nuts in your mouth. That's why I get the king size.
There was a rape slogan. We do actually have one.
You do actually have a rape slogan. Go on, what is it?
If you don't have the rubber, there'll be no hubba hubba.
If you don't have the rubber, there'll be no hubba hubba. So you're saying rape is okay if they have a condom? I'm not sure you should be in charge. How was your night, love? You look a bit down in the mouth. Ah, yes, some guy had sex with me without my permission. I didn't like that. But he was wearing a condom, so what can you do? What, sorry?
It's not rape if you say yes.
It's not rape if you say yes. Well, that is an excellent rape prevention technique, yeah. As soon as you think it's about to happen, you go, I want this. You've ruined him.
Mijn eigen installatiebedrijf beginnen.
You knew it would come to this. The Trump family has now admitted that there are aliens and that Donald Trump has a speech ready to announce extraterrestrial life. Okay, let's run it back for just a second. Donald Trump has actively and often talked about how we have weapons that are alien in nature, that nobody even understands what these weapons are. We don't even understand what these weapons are, like here.
This country is very powerful. Let me tell you, it's far more powerful than people understand. We have weaponry that nobody has any idea what it is, and it is the most powerful weapons in the world that we have. More powerful than anybody, not even close.
And even Donald Trump's own director of the Science Foundation says that with our technology, we can alter time and space. This is his own words, not mine. We have technology to alter time and space. Well, that sounds like space travel to me. Anyway, Laura Trump has broken the internet by saying that Donald Trump already has a speech ready to announce that we have space-age weaponry and that extraterrestrials do, in fact, exist. Here's the clip. We're going to talk about it in just a second.
I have just heard kind of around that
I think he's actually said, I think my father-in-law's actually said it, that there is some speech that he has that I guess at the right time, and I don't know when the right time is, he's going to break out and talk about, and it has to do with maybe some sort of extraterrestrial life, so to speak. I just, I look at things from the perspective of the vastness of our universe.
Okay, so like this, of course, comes on the heels of Barack Obama saying that aliens do in fact exist. He tried to walk it back, but then also said that aliens also exist. He also told us that the aliens aren't kept at Area 51, which is pretty specific. It's like, you're trying to tell us something, bro. So, like, what do you think of this? I feel like it's been predictive programming. Also, when they black-bagged Maduro, they were using, I don't know, would you call it alien technology?
So you know how a few days ago my eyebrows got taken from me unexpectedly, and now this happened today. There's a goat going that way and I was going that way, and he won. There's no denying that. I can't play the tough guy and say
Your little baby, right?
How old are you, Orhan?
I'm 33 years old.
33. And did you serve in the Turkish military at 18?
No, you can get out of it.
How did you get out of it?
There's two ways to get out of it. One, you have to be gay and prove it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Here's the thing.
That's why I never joined the military.
That's not how it is. No. I am straight. No. Here's what I would... Shut up. You don't know me. But here's the thing. Right, I'm the only straight person here, probably. Okay, listen. If you're gay, you have to send them tape because they want proof video. They actually do. This is true. I'm not making this up. I'm not this creative.
Wow.
But blowjobs don't count, which some people sent blowjob videos and still went. So the other way is you have to work in America for 3 years. That's what I did. I did shitty jobs.
So one way of getting out of the military is sending a video of a man absolutely butt-fucking you. And the other option is going to the greatest country on planet Earth and making money and working for 3 years?
Because they figure, like, corporate America also makes your asshole yay big. In it.
The most relaxing game.
Oh, I need to leave. All right, homies. I think we need to send you guys home, man.
There's only room for 4, my sister said as the host led us to a reserved table. Her kids sat, my son and I stood. I looked at the setup. 8 seats total, 4 empty with folded napkins and little name cards, none with our names. My son was turning 13 next week. This dinner was supposed to be his early birthday celebration. I'd driven 2 hours through construction traffic to get here, left work early, even bought him a new shirt for the occasion. You should have confirmed, her husband added, not looking up from his phone. We finalized the reservation 3 days ago. I stared at my sister. You texted me yesterday. You said don't forget dinner Saturday at 7. She waved her hand dismissively. Well, the private room has capacity limits. I assumed you'd figure it out. My son's hand squeezed mine. He was trying to hold it together, but I could see the hurt in his eyes. This wasn't the first time. Last Christmas, she'd forgotten to order his gift. At the family beach house in July, there were exactly enough beds for everyone except us. We got the pull-out couch with the broken spring. My sister had always been the golden child, the successful one, the one with the picture-perfect family and the executive position at Dad's old company, or what used to be Dad's company. Got it, I said quietly. Come on, bud. We turned to leave, and that's when I spotted him. The manager standing near the host stand. I recognized him immediately. 6 months ago, during a medical device conference downtown, my son and I got locked out of our hotel room at 2 a.m. This guy, working night shift at that hotel, had personally helped us, even gave my son hot chocolate while we waited for security. He recognized me too. His eyes went from me to my sister's table, then back. Everything okay? I explained the situation, keeping my voice low. My son stood close, pretending to look at his phone, but listening to every word. The manager glanced at my sister's table, where she was already laughing with her friends, completely unbothered. What name is the reservation under? Probably the family name, I said. He checked his tablet, then his expression shifted. It's under a corporate account. Your father's company. My chest tightened. My father's company. He'd built it from nothing, running a small medical supply distribution business out of a garage. When he passed away 4 years ago, the company had been split in the will. My sister got a 30% stake and a VP title. I got 70% and the responsibility of keeping it alive. For 4 years, I'd worked 70-hour weeks to maintain Dad's legacy. I'd taken a salary cut to keep employees paid during the pandemic. I'd personally guaranteed loans when banks wouldn't. My sister? She showed up to quarterly meetings and cashed dividend checks. That account, I said slowly, is registered to me. I'm the majority owner. The manager's eyes widened slightly. Would you like me to move the reservation to your name? I looked through the glass partition at my sister. She was holding court, showing photos on her phone to the other couple at the table, her twins coloring on the kids' menu. Her husband was ordering a $200 bottle of wine. I could see the sommelier presenting the label. Then I looked at my son, 13 next week, the kid who'd stayed up until midnight helping me prepare investor presentations, who'd never once complained when I missed his soccer games because of emergency board meetings, who'd who told his guidance counselor that his hero was his dad, who worked really hard to keep Grandpa's dream alive. Actually, I said, pulling out my seconds, a server approached my sister's table. I watched through the glass as her smile faltered, watched her gesture emphatically, watched her husband's face turn red as he argued with the server. The manager returned. Done. The room is released, and the corporate card has been flagged to require your personal approval for any future charges. Thank you, I said. Then I looked at my son. Burgers? His face lit up. The place with the loaded fries? Obviously. We walked past the restaurant's front windows on our way out. My sister was standing now, phone pressed to her ear, probably calling the corporate office. Good luck with that on a Saturday night. My son and I went to the burger joint 2 blocks over. We got a booth, ordered everything we wanted, and spent 2 hours talking about his upcoming science fair project. No interruptions, no comparisons to his perfect cousins, no reminders of who was the favorite. The next Monday, my assistant informed me that my sister had tried to charge a $840 dinner to the company card that Saturday night. Declined. She called me Tuesday morning. I let it go to voicemail. My son's birthday the following week, just us. Arcade, movies, and the gaming PC he'd been wanting. He told me it was the best birthday he'd ever had. Sometimes the best gift you can give your kid isn't a seat at the table. It's showing them they never needed that table in the first place. There's only room for 4.
I didn't buy it. They just send it to me.
A 500-pound gorilla escaped from the zoo, but what he did next, nobody expected it. 2 a.m., the city went into lockdown, code red. The zoo's massive silverback had bent the steel bars of his enclosure, like paper. He was gone. Police warned everyone, stay inside. A dangerous beast was loose on the streets. They expected a rampage, destruction, chaos. But they were wrong. For 3 hours, SWAT teams tracked him through the rain, following him through the city. They expected destroyed cars, attacked people, violence. Instead, his scent led away from the city, toward the quietest place in town, the old cemetery. The officers raised their tranquilizer guns, hearts pounding, terrified. Then they found him. He wasn't roaring, wasn't destroying anything. He sat perfectly still, in front of a fresh grave, the grave of his keeper, the man who raised him from a baby, who died just 2 days before. The gorilla had escaped, not to run away, but to find him. His massive hand rested gently on the dirt, protecting the man who always protected him. The police didn't shoot. They waited. When the zoo staff arrived, he didn't fight, looked at the grave one last time, then walked back to his cage, willingly. A 500-pound gorilla is
For I was hungry and you fed me. I was thirsty and you gave me a drink. I was a stranger and you invited me into your home. I was naked and you gave me clothing. I was sick and you cared for me. I was in prison and you visited me.
What do you got for me, Timu? Scam or...
How many springs does an official bowl have in it?
How many springs? It doesn't have any springs in it.
Well, how does it bounce then?
What?
It's air. There's air in the ball.
Well, there's air in this room. How come this room ain't bouncing? How many springs does an official bowl have in it?
How many springs? It doesn't have any springs in it.
Well, how does it bounce then?
What?
It's air. There's air in the ball.
Well, there's air in this room. How come this room ain't bouncing? How many?
The Chris design was done before we cast the actor, and he had long hair and the hat, and he had an earring, which I think we did away with. But at the time, people were coming in and doing like, hey, I'm Chris Griffin. They were doing like a surfer dude.
What's up?
Yeah, kind of like a Pauly Shore kind of.
Got the machine.
And
what?
Seth Green came in and did what?
Like my best Buffalo Bill impersonation.
Ted Levine from Silence of the Lambs.
You know, the guy who's like, oh, where's she a? Was she a great big fat person?
You've revised this account over the years, because the way I heard it years ago was you were talking to your buddy in the deli beforehand. You're like, I'm not going to get this thing.
Well, it wasn't in spite. It wasn't out of spite, but it was more that we had spent all week doing Buffalo Bill impersonations. And we were really cracking each other up. Like, I was like, this is funny. This is material. I don't know. where it goes, but this is good somewhere. So anyway, I was like, let me try this. This is a funny thing that no one has ever got hired for. And I did all of the lines.
But as if I just wanted it to take the lotion and put it on its skin.
Oh, stop!
There.
Oh.
Guys, wait. So, is it okay? We'll do with you after. The same exercise. Yeah, same. Crazy, guys. Nice job. Is it like candy? I'm like next in the line. Yeah. Guys, is it okay? I will try with you.
Sorry, that's very funny.
I mean, like, you're doing the deadlifting, like same. Let me try again. Like this one. This one is gripping.
No, that's not here.
What do you want to do with me, guys?
No,
you want to do?
Just one here.
Why you like laughing?
You should do it somewhere else.
Is it a joke?
No, you should just get another one.
Ah, you got for another hand. Sorry. Oh, nice. Is it
try with the weight? The real weight. When you say
better this?
Yes, this is lightweight.
But this is like
full of dropping buckets.
Like this one.
Would you not just put your hands through? No, do your job. No, I'm done.
Oh, this one no need. Like, oh, is it like? Why you like this? But for the biceps, I use this one. It's for the right. Oh. This one for biceps usually. Hit me like this. Is it something wrong? That's what I said. I need only one piece. Need only one. I use it for pumping. What?
What did you hit front?
Front, yes.
Yeah, completely wrong. Like, come on. You're not, you shouldn't be cleaning.
I always doing everything front. Bro, can you give me the map, please? Can you give me the map, please? What's happening? But it's like regular industrial map. I'm just cleaning like... It's like regular industrial map. What are you talking about? Like, I think it's yours. Sorry. I need to go. Terrible, sorry. Have a good time. Yeah. If you need any weights, extra weights, let me know.
Wil jij je dag in rust beginnen samen met God?
Yes. We're here in Los Angeles. Yes, we are. You're homeless. Yeah, unfortunately. Tell me about it.
Well, through a avalanche of unfortunate events and a bad relationship, which wiped me out financially, I ended up being a working actor. Actually, big fish in a small pond out here in California and regionally. Moved to New York into an apartment that I couldn't afford, and after 3 years, my partner split and wiped me out financially. And so I had to start again. And of course, you know, when you're in that state, you know, and you don't have anywhere to really turn to. My mother, I have family out here, of course. My mom is in a senior living situation where if she doesn't need constant care, I don't qualify for the age requirements to live in the facility. So I would get jobs, various odd jobs, like, you know, working at a restaurant during graveyard shift and, you know, come home at like 3, 4, 5 in the morning in dark clothes and a rolling duffel bag, just in case I missed the bus. and people in the environment thought that I was going to be there to burglarize them or rape them or kill them.
Geez.
So I had to leave. The manager gave her an ultimatum. They said either you leave or your son leaves. And so of course, my mom, can't be on the streets, and there was no question there. So I went out. Yes,
We're here in Los.
That's enough to make you get off of the road. Let him go by. Or he just pick you up and move you off the road.
Next we're moving on. It was with me. Yeah, me. Next we're moving on. It was with me. Yeah, me. Next.
What a mess.
Let me show you a magic trick with eggs. I'm gonna break one egg in the pan and it will start cooking right away. Then I'm gonna move the pan to the side and I'm gonna break another egg on the same place. But as you can see, nothing happens. That's because I have installed InvisaCook's invisible induction system under this beautiful countertop, and it heats only the cookware, not the countertop. Let me show you a magic trick with eggs. I'm gonna break one egg in the pan and it will start cooking right away. Then I'm gonna move the pan to the side and I'm gonna break another egg on the same place. But as you can see, nothing happens. That's because I have installed InvisaCook's invisible induction system under this beautiful countertop, and it heats only the cookware.
Ik ben Nathan en ik ben de toekomstige molenaar van Molen de Lelie in Ommen.
En misschien ken je Nathan nog van dit interview enkele jaren geleden.
En dan ben ik oud genoeg om ook echt de molen alleen te mogen draaien. Maar dan moet ik eerst nog 2 jaar in de opleiding. Het verdient niet veel, maar als het kan en ik verdien mijn geld ermee, dan zou ik dat heel graag willen. Je komt schoon aan in de molen en je komt er wit weer uit. Dat is het mooiste.
Ja, op mijn video werd het eigenlijk super goed gereageerd. En heel veel positieve reacties op gehad. Ze vond het allemaal super. Ook dat ik dan op zulke jonge leeftijd al weet wat ik wil worden en zo. Ik vind het allemaal geweldig.
De grote vraag is natuurlijk, ben je aangenomen voor de opleiding?
Ja, ik ben aangenomen voor de opleiding. Ik ben al inmiddels ook al een jaar bezig.
En hoe gaat dat?
Het gaat super goed eigenlijk. Ik moet alleen nog wel bezig met de theorie.
In de praktijk loopt Nathan tegenwoordig stage bij Molen de Lelie in Ommen.
Ik vind het leuk om te doen omdat je altijd bezig bent met het weer. En zoals nu moet je daar zeilen voorleggen omdat je dan gaat malen. En om gewoon het werk met de molen te doen, dat is gewoon geweldig om te doen.
Wat is de leeftijd van de gemiddelde studenten?
Wow, ik denk wel richting de 60.
Dus je bent eigenlijk de enige jongere ook?
Ja, ongeveer wel, ja.
En hoe is dat voor jullie om te zien dat Nathan zoveel passie heeft voor het beroep?
Ja, de passie straalt er gewoon vanaf en dat is mooi om te zien. Ik bedoel, hij doet niks liever dan van de ene molen naar de andere gaan. Als er bij de ene niks meer te doen is, dan gaat hij naar de volgende als het kan. En als hij met zijn ouders, wat ik begreep, een weekendje weggaat, dan vindt hij eigenlijk helemaal niks aan. Maar hij wil liever op de molen zijn en dat is toch bijzonder.
Ja, dan ben je liever op de molen?
Absoluut, ja. De molen is maar alles. Als ik stress heb, kom ik naar de molen en dan kom ik helemaal tot rust.
Wat ik mooi vind, dat is dat hij met zoveel enthousiasme bezig is op de molen.
En is het nou ook een droom dat dit later jouw molen wordt?
Ja, ik wil hier later inderdaad beroepsmolenaar worden, als het allemaal mogelijk is. Ja, heel veel molenaars die vrijwillig zijn, die zeggen altijd wel tegen mij van joh, maar dat gaat je nooit lukken, er is geen toekomst in. Maar dan denk ik bij mezelf, als andere molenaars die nog beroep zijn het kunnen, dan kan ik het ook.
Dus je gaat er gewoon voor?
Absoluut.
En als je niet probeert, dan lukt het nooit.
Precies. Ik ben...
Etel babies. Ooh, I love babies. They love sucking on these. It's crazy. I mean, I do too though, because I have an iron deficiency, so it shit tastes good. Like, do you guys like the taste of blood? Do you? Does anyone here like the taste of blood? Because I like it. Babies. Ooh.
1, 2, 3, let's go! What? Here we go now. Take your shirt off. Take your shirt off. What? Here we go now. Take your shirt off. Take your shirt off. What? Here we go now. Take your shirt off. Take your shirt off. What? Here we go now. Take your shirt off. Take your shirt off. 1, 2, 3. pants and that oversized 1980s Rolling Stones t-shirt.
Dit is de Voya Courage en deze auto heeft zijn eigen lichtshows. Kijk met me mee. Je kunt van alles en nog wat kiezen. Kijk hier.
Alright, so I think the locals left this thing called an energy drink. Let's take a sip.
I'm gonna crash out.
I don't know what was in that, but I can't freaking sleep. Oh, might as well get morning scrub ready. I'm tweaking.
Boys, I'm cooking another massive trout.
Boys, I'm cooked.
I'm out of Zins and I'm about to crash hard.
One of you filmed me secretly last week and posted it on TikTok. I'm serious, that was my nap spot. In the comments say I'm not real. If I'm not real, could I do this? Okay, which one? Watching some campers earlier, they kept putting this thing to their mouth and sucking on it, creating smoke, so I stole it and, well, now I can't stop sucking on it.
You can't shoot me, I'm not black enough. I'd go for a Nando's right now, swear down, man. Nah, blood, I'd go on my knees for a big break. Aye, blood, stop with this gay shit, man. You're losing me views being all zesty and
It was like 8:30 in the morning. I woke up with the kids before my husband did. So I opened the door. Of course, I'm like, okay, something's really wrong. My kids are like, hey, mama, open the door, open the door. They're stressed out.
Her mother-in-law's actions are pushing her further and further away from her family, and she isn't taking it well.
So I open the door. She pushes me and my kids like this. Move. I gotta get to my son. So I'm like, okay. I'm just gonna let it play out. I'm not even sure.
John, boy, open this door, I gotta get to my son.
She runs straight back to the master bedroom and she's like, John, if I don't pay $6,500 right now, I'm gonna go to jail. You have to help me.
Things like this are a regular occurrence with her husband's mom, and she's finally had to put her foot down.
And John's like, okay, this is crazy. I just woke up. He takes her outside. I'm not sure exactly what was said. She ended up leaving. She asked me if she can come to Isaac's, my oldest son's Thanksgiving Day. I was like, no.
Attempting to separate her from her grandkids and husband only made things worse.
Absolutely not. Not after all of this. And you called my husband talking about me, and I've got proof of all of that. I've got a video recording and all of that. So she shows up yesterday just to clean my brother-in-law's house that he rents from us, because we have our main house and then we have our secondary house. He rents it from us.
Late one night, they awoke to their security system tripping, only to discover the next morning it was the mother-in-law trespassing on their property.
So she was cleaning his house, and anytime I would go outside with my kids, she'd be like, come here, boy, talking to my oldest son. I'm like, So now I feel like I can't even go outside of my house, which this has happened several times.
Dealing with her mother-in-law's repeated harassment of their family has left her no choice.
I told him at work, I'm like, hey, I'm not trying to stress you out even more than you're already stressed out, because I know you're doing a lot, but hey, your mother is here. She's causing another problem. So ultimately, last night I did have to call the cops on her. They removed her, but said that she could come back as long as nothing like physical happened.
But if things continue like they are, the cops are more than happy to get her restraining process underway.
Yeah, but he said I do have enough proof and evidence to get a restraining order, so I guess that's what I'm gonna have to do. And it sucks because I don't have a mom. I've literally done everything in my power to make it work with her. She was there for both of my kids. This is after 8 years of this kind of behavior.
The last thing her growing family needs is this kind of stress. She does her best to hold it together for her kids when these episodes occur, but she can't keep it up forever. Would you get the restraining order?
Het is vandaag Nationale Toplessdag. Ik ben even over het strand gaan lopen. Er is niemand topless te bekennen. De schuld van de Marokkaan?
Nee, ik denk dat laat ik niet overal de schuld aan de Marokkaan geven. Ik denk dat dat vooral het weer is wat daar de schuld van is. Ik zou dit punt voor de Marokkanen willen opnemen. Dat hebben ze niet gedaan.
Weer sympathiek weer.
Ja, toch sympathiek, hè?
Vandaag Nationale...
Put your clothes back on, sir. Yes. What the hell? He got his hands up on it. Big goofy ass.
What are you doing?
Here, $18 trillion is coming in, and money is being spent right now as we speak, in new plants and equipments. And
$120. You gotta hold my hand for 10 seconds.
That's easy money.
$120. Right?
Unc, you better take that. That's easy
What do you have to
money.
lose? Come on.
10 seconds. That's it. Come on now.
1, 2,
Why is he shaking?
4,
man.
5, 6, 7.
Oh man. Yo.
8, 9.
Nah, come on, Unc, hold out.
9.
Oh, no, he,
9.
Nah, he was panicking.
$120. You gotta hold my hand for 10 seconds.
That's easy money.
$120. Right?
Unc, you better take that. That's easy
What do you have to
money.
lose? Come on.
10 seconds. That's it. Come on now.
1, 2,
Why is he shaking?
4,
man.
5, 6, 7.
Oh man. Yo.
8.
welcome bij ons in de show.
What are you talking about?
So now we turned on our TV screen to see a man screaming in Spanish while the majority speaks English.
Además, eres muy egoísta.
I can't hear you, boy. If you're chanting about freedom, FYI, the protest that you give to America is allowed because you live in America and you had that right to attacking the same country that gives you a right to attack it. So
Damn
isn't
right.
that a freedom? Why don't you this in China, huh? You don't, because they will kick your Latino ass.
I say you are selfish.
Aren't you the same guy who stood on the Grammy stage with that depressed girl and said, no one is illegal on stolen land, blah, blah? Meanwhile, you own a mansion and enjoy all that fame on the very stolen land you talk about. Kind of ironic to insult the same country that gave you everything, isn't it? So tell me, who's really being selfish here?
You're missing out my final message, which says together we're Americans, and you're freaking out because more Latinos are lining up at the polls.
The only thing I'm scared of is your voice making every liberal's deaf than it was before.
Oh, these Trump cartoons are so good. I want to see more. What are you...
We nemen je mee terug in de tijd, naar het ontstaan van iets puurs. Lang geleden was dit nog geen land, maar zee. De Zegsteinzee, 250 miljoen jaar geleden. Toen het water verdampte, bleven ondergrondse zoutlagen achter. Miljoenen jaren later halen we daar nog steeds zout uit. We pompen water naar beneden om het zout op te lossen. Zo ontstaat pekel. Zout water dat we weer naar boven halen. Boven de grond mondt de buis uit bij een bijzondere plek, de Jozo-zouttoren. Al sinds de jaren 20 is deze toren het gezicht van onze zoutwinning. Vandaag zetten we dat werk voort, met moderne technieken. Het zoutwater wordt verzameld in grote reservoirs. Vervolgens wordt het gezuiverd tot helder pekelwater, dat in opslagtanks klaarstaat voor verdere verwerking. Door het koken en verdampen blijft puur zout over. Vervolgens komt het zout direct in de verpakking terecht. Van diepe bodem tot op jouw bord.
Papa belt. Hoi, pa.
Zag je niet zo doen? Zag je goeie godverdomme gewoon.
Sorry.
Je bent teruggezopen.
Ja.
Stomme kut. Ga je slapen nou, je bek dicht.
Slaap lekker.
Rustig nu.
Papa.
In 2000, someone stole a comic book from Nicolas Cage and it just sold for $15 million. That book was an Action Comic #1, Superman's first appearance in the most important comic book ever printed. Cage bought his copy in the 90s when high-end comics were still a niche collectible. He held it for a decade before thieves broke into his home and stole it along with several other rare books. And that comic vanished for 11 years. Then the craziest thing happened in 2011 when a man opened a storage locker he had purchased and found a near mint copy inside. When experts checked the serial numbers, papers, it matched Cage's stolen book. So the authorities recovered it and returned it to him. However, instead of keeping it, Cage immediately put it up for sale. And in an auction, it sold for $2.16 million, setting a world record at the time. Fast forward to today, and that exact comic just sold again, but this time for $15 million, officially making it the most expensive comic book ever sold. And not only is this the most iconic comic ever made, the story around it is one of a kind. A Hollywood heist, a decade-long disappearance, finding it in a storage locker, and 2 record-breaking comebacks. In 2000...
Douane in de Britse havenplaats Dover ontdekte in een Nederlandse koelwagen 58 doden, 54 mannen en 4 vrouwen.
The victims were squeezed into the back of the lorry, and you get a real sense of the enormity of this crime.
Een loods in de Rotterdamse Waalhaven blijkt de plek te zijn waar de Chinezen zijn ingeladen en van waar de vrachtwagen richting Dover is vertrokken.
Het was een enorme rommel. Dat waren ruimtes, waarin hele kleine ruimtes iedereen zonder verversing maar ingestopt werd. Soms werden er een paar flessen water ingegooid. Nauwelijks eten, nauwelijks verschoning. Dus het was een chaos.
In Engeland richt het onderzoek zich ondertussen op de Nederlandse chauffeur. Hij viel de Britse douane op omdat hij de overtocht met cashgeld betaalde. Een routineonderzoek van zijn koelwagen leidde tot de ontdekking van de doden.
De douane in...
I think it's fair to say this comedian offended a lot of people with this one.
I'd be okay with late term if you could know that the baby was going to be in the womb. Just at the last minute, the doctor's like, this baby's going to cause you a lot of problems. I'm like, oh my God, is it Down syndrome? Is it an autism? I'm like, pretty close. I'm afraid to tell you this, Mr. Bankus, but it's liberal. What are my options? Well, you can keep them. And then when they're about 18 or 19, they'll self or up a school. We don't know yet, but one of those two things. If you're lucky, they'll work at a Starbucks.
I think it's fair.
No way, they sent it to me again for testing.
My neighbor filed 47 noise complaints against my family in 1 year, so my 10-year-old son started a noise log of the neighbor and presented it at the HOA meeting. Mr. Pritchard retired 3 years ago. He filled his empty days with complaints. 47 noise violations against our family in 12 months. Children laughing at 4 p.m. Music audible from property line at 2 p.m. Basketball bouncing sounds disruptive. Every week, a new complaint. Every month, a warning letter from the HOA. We were terrified. 3 more violations, and we faced mandatory mediation. 5 more, and they could fine us $500 per incident. We started walking on eggshells in our own home. The kids whispered in the backyard. We stopped playing music entirely. It wasn't enough. Pritchard kept filing. My son Leo is 10 years old. He loves data, charts, graphs, spreadsheets for his Pokemon cards. He didn't get angry at Pritchard. He got curious. He downloaded a decibel meter app on his tablet. He started a log. Date, time, duration, sound source, decibel reading, every day for 4 months. He tracked our house. He tracked Pritchard's house. He treated the neighborhood like a science experiment. The annual HOA meeting arrived. Pritchard stood up first. He had a binder, color-coded tabs. He called us disruptive elements. He demanded immediate fines. He was smug, confident. The board looked ready to vote against us. I raised my hand. Before you decide, my son Leo has some relevant information to share. Pritchard smirked. A child? Really? Leo walked to the front. He carried a poster board. Science Fair Quality. Title, The Pritchard Report, a 4-month acoustic study. He pointed to his first chart. Mr. Pritchard operates his leaf blower at 7 a.m. every Saturday. Average duration, 43 minutes. Average volume, 92 decibels. HOA, quiet hours end at 8 a.m. He flipped to the next section. Mr. Pritchard's dog barks an average of 38 minutes per day. Average volume, 85 decibels. He has never filed a complaint against himself. He pointed to a pie chart. Our household music, which Mr. Pritchard complained about 14 times, averaged 62 decibels. His television averages 68 decibels through his open windows. Leo looked at the board. According to HOA bylaw 4.2, any sustained noise above 70 decibels during quiet hours is a violation. Mr. Pritchard has committed approximately 63 violations this year. We have committed 0. Silence. Then someone in the back started laughing. Then more people. The HOA president reviewed Leo's data. Time-stamped recordings, decibel readings, photographic evidence of the 7 a.m. leaf blower. She looked at Pritchard. Mr. Pritchard, according to this data, you owe the association $200 in noise violations. Your complaints against the Martinez family are dismissed. Pritchard's face went purple. He sat down without a word. The meeting adjourned. People shook Leo's hand on the way out. Future lawyer, someone said. Future scientist, said another. Leo just smiled. I'm going to be a data analyst. They make good money. The complaint stopped completely. Not a single filing in 3 months. Then something unexpected happened. Leo was shooting hoops in the driveway. The ball bounced over the fence into Pritchard's yard. I watched from the kitchen window, terrified. Pritchard walked out. He picked up the ball. He walked to the fence. I held my breath. He tossed it back. Your form is trash, he grumbled. Keep your elbow in. Leo caught the ball. Show me? Pritchard stared at him for a long moment. Then he walked around the fence. They played basketball for an hour. Pritchard corrected his stance, his follow-through, his dribbling. I watched from the window, crying a little, not telling telling anyone. That night, Leo updated his log. He showed me the entry. Date, October 14th. Time, 4:30 p.m. Duration, 62 minutes. Activity, basketball lesson from Mr. P decibel level, normal conversation. Complaints filed, 0. He looked up at me. I think I'll keep tracking, for science. I hugged him. Pritchard still doesn't wave. He still grumbles about everything. But he also taught my son a proper free throw, and he hasn't filed a complaint since. Some battles are won with lawyers.
Kolle tientjes. Maar mijn vrouw verzorgt mij goed.
Pim is al 27 jaar lid van deze vereniging en heeft er al een behoorlijke traditie doorlopen.
Dit is mijn jeugdprinsenpak.
Jeugdprinsenpak?
Uit 2003, zoals jullie wel kunnen zien.
Pas je er nog in?
Pas niet meer. Nee, hij is wel iets te klein geworden.
En toen was jij jeugdprins?
Toen was ik jeugdprins, stadsjeugdprins van Engelo. Ik ben opgekomen toen ik 11 jaar was. 11 jaar is natuurlijk het gekke getal van een carnaval. Toen ik 22 was, ben ik opgekomen als adjudant.
11 jaar later?
11 jaar later. Eigenlijk wou ik vorig jaar stadsprins worden. Alleen toen ben ik met mijn vrouw getrouwd. Dus bepaalde dingen gaan eenmaal voor in het leven.
Dus nou is het nog 11 jaar daarna?
Niet nog 11 jaar daarna, maar het is 12 jaar geworden.
De voetjes beginnen ook wat koud te vatten.
Kijk, groot in.
Maar daar heeft hofdame Iris een oplossing voor.
Kolle tientjes. Maar mijn vrouw verzorgt mij goed.
Dat hoort ook bij ondersteunen. Het regelen van verwarmde schoenzooltjes.
Oh, wat lekker warm. Heerlijk, heerlijk. Geen koude tientjes meer zometeen.
You couldn't. How you gonna fucking yell at me and you pissed on me? Thank you.
I understand she's new. You have to teach her the order of the pack, but you do not have to play so rough. You're 53 pounds. I think she's only 10.
You supposed to be the princess. Your name is Princess for a reason. You walking around this motherfucker biting on my goddamn couch, pulling up the goddamn carpet.
Stop, MJ. Stop, MJ.
Did I say fucking stop?
Hey, ma'am. I know you enjoyed those leaves, but can you leave them outside, please? Thank you.
Yeah, what's up?
Don't run. Do not run. Where you been? Where you been? Oh! Hell no!
Get the fuck out my face.
How you gonna?
Cooking your steak wrong. I'm going to show you why steak is better in a steel pan. Water test. When it does that, you're ready. We're cooking in a saute pan today. Pour that off. The only way to safely do this in a house is use a world-size smoke point oil, algae cooking oil. We're going to take your new favorite cut of steak, a Denver steak. Look at the marbling on that, guys. If you've never tried a Denver steak, go to your butcher and get one. It's going to change your life. Literally the hidden gem of steaks, Denver steak. There's absolutely no salt and pepper on here yet. Wait till you see this. This is a slightly thicker steak. I'm going to show you the method we're going to use if your steak's over 1.5 inches. But first, you can't flip this yet because it's glued to the pan. Mother Nature will naturally unstick this in about 2 to 3 minutes. See you then. On time limit. It's been about 2 minutes, but I still can't lift this steak up. When it's effortless, we flip it. About 30 seconds later, I can already smell it's going to be a good sear. Oh my gosh. That's one of the most beautiful sights in steak I've ever seen. I'm going to show you the frequent flip method because as you can tell, the middle's still raw. As soon as this next side unsticks, we're going to flip it every 30 seconds to give you the best cook for a thicker steak. All right, the other side unstuck in about a minute, so we're going to flip it every 30 seconds from here. You may be thinking, how am I getting such a good sear? Number one has to do with the fat content of the Denver steak, and I'm cooking only on the high end of medium-low. I never cook over medium on cladded stainless steel. You can get it at the top of my page. I've tested hundreds of them. If you want the best, I can get it at the top of my page. All right, another 30 seconds, give it a flip. And the crust is just going to get better and better each flip. All right, another 30 seconds, give it a flip. Again, crust is even better. 30 seconds is up, another flip. And you don't have to be perfect with that. You can go every 30 seconds to a minute if you want. You can do 45 seconds. On this Denver steak, I can kind of see the doneness level. When you give it another flip. One of the benefits of this constant flip method is it gives you a smaller gray band as well, which some people like. Another flip. Another one. Again, as the crust gets deeper and deeper. Another one. And because we're cooking on the high end of medium low, the crust will never burn. It will only sear. This on a grill, you risk burning it, and those grill marks are disgusting. You want to sear. That color right there tastes better than grill marks any day. All right, that feels absolutely perfect to me. We're going to take it and rest it on a nice white plate. The secret is to let that rest enough till it comes up to temperature. And I'm not going to let this Wagyu fat go to waste. Wait till you see this. To add extra fat, potatoes down. These are 3/4 cooked potatoes. We're just going to sear them off till they have the color we want. After about a 5-minute rest, I like to put some butter in those potatoes. This is how I bake my steak. Last minute,
churn it in that butter there. It's also important you do this for a couple seconds to reheat the surface since you've rested it for 5 minutes. After literally 30 seconds, we're gonna take it off. We're gonna take these, look at how crispy these potatoes are, guys. Gently like that. Beautiful. If you want, you can take that brown butter in there and pour it over the steak. Wait till we cut into this Denver steak. It's gonna take a little bit of salt on top like this over the whole thing. Look at that. Denver steak is absolutely perfect. Cooking your
Zie hier de Proefpuber 2000. Met één druk op de knop zal de Proefpuber 2000 met zijn gepatenteerde bewegingssensor meteen doen alsof hij thuis is. Vervolgens zal hij zich actief installeren op uw bank. En met het voice-commando ruim je tas op kunt u controleren of hij correct is geïnstalleerd. Ruim je tas op. Hij doet niks. Precies. Nu weet u zeker dat hij op de juiste wijze is geactiveerd. En dankzij zijn unieke opruimchip zal de Proefpuber 2000 zijn vuile was in een handomdraai naar de juiste bestemming brengen. Hij gooit hem ernaast. Precies, en het mooie is, na iedere activiteit keert hij automatisch terug naar het laadstation. Is dit de enige stand? Wel nee, hij kent ook diverse stadia van blinde paniek. Vooral als hij zijn oortjes kwijt is. En naar school toe moet. Oh.
People don't know how to raise children. When my kid came to me and he said, Daddy, a wheel came off my toy car, and he gave it to me. And I said, so it did, and I threw it in the garbage. And I went back to my magazine. And then I watched that lower lip going off. Then he started crying. I said, what's the matter? He said, you throwed it away. I said, I'll get you baby toys where the wheels don't come off. He said, well, maybe I can fix it. So I gave it to him again. And he's sitting on the couch, and he gets it together. In just a minute or two, gets it together. Then you pick one. How did you do that? It's wonderful. He says, I'm not that little. And but how did you do it? See the hole in the wheel, yes. See the piece of iron sticking up? I put the hole on and pushed it. I said, that's wonderful. But if you say, here, let Daddy do it, let Mommy do it, you produce a blob. You know what that means? You solve all your kids' problems. You have to put things upon them. People don't.
This is a fabulous Keokuk geosite find dug in St. Francisville, Missouri. Okay, stop. Her water's burst. Now what you give birth to? Come on in. Come in behind me. Nope, you're fine. Just come on in.
Sorry, Dad.
Are you stubborn? Me? Yeah. You rock is. She doesn't want to unveil to the world yet.
That is gorgeous.
Super smoky. Got a flower blossom in there. There's some pyrite hairs on that smoky. Again, this is a
Okay, so my husband hasn't come home and I don't know where he is. So yesterday he was supposed to go on a date with one of his Tinder women. And, you know, I had the whole setup. I was going to catch him at her house. But he never called her, never texted her, nothing. We checked his location and he does have his location turned off. So honestly, I don't know what the heck's going on now. Do you guys think I should start calling hospitals? Like, what should I do? What do you do when somebody's just missing? Like, it's not even technically 24 hours. I really hope that one of his Tinder women didn't him.
This is a brother that everybody in the comments was telling me I need to be careful around, that I need to hide my belongings and keep my children away from. All because I disclosed that my brother had been homeless for 3 years and I found him and now he is living with me and my family. What I find to be so disappointing and so distasteful is people like you guys in the comments automatically assume and associate homelessness with theft, disloyalty, dishonesty, predators, and even drug addiction. You're so quick to judge without knowing someone's story, and honestly, it's very disgusting the way that you guys dehumanize people. My brother has been through a lot, and I will not disclose how he ended up homeless. But what I will say is that my sister and I have been searching for him for 3 years, not knowing if he was alive or dead. What we had hoped and anticipated to be a good situation for him ended up being something different. The phone that he had at the time, he lost, so there was no number for me to reach him. There was nobody for me to call. There was no way that I could find him. There was no way of me knowing if he was even still in Greenville. So many random Google searches. I searched jails, I searched hospitals, I called shelters, I searched random news articles on missing John Does because at this point I had no knowledge on whether or not my brother was alive or dead. Imagine living with that for 3 years. Until one day I did another random Google search and lo and behold, I was able to find him. And ever since then, my sister and I and our family have been doing everything we can to get him back on track. We appreciate everybody's concern and we appreciate the words of encouragement, but it also makes me wonder, how far are you willing to go for your siblings?
Hi, did you just move here? Are you looking for...
We need a unilateral change in the country. We need wholesale change. We need a political, economic, societal revolution. The whole establishment has to be swept aside because it ain't working. If you can't deport a murderer and a rapist that's broken into the country illegally, what is the world coming to? It just doesn't like chicken McNuggets.
It's just, yes, there was the chicken nuggets. There was, it's absolutely outrageous. Like you say, you cannot send back. There's no common sense in the system anymore. All sense is gone. And you say, like, we need basically a full reform of the system.
We need a unilateral change in the country. We need wholesale change. We need a political, economic, societal revolution. The whole establishment has to be swept aside because it ain't working. If you can't deport a murderer and a rapist that's broken into the country illegally, what is the world coming to? It just doesn't like chicken McNuggets.
It's just, yes, there was the chicken nuggets. There was, it's absolutely outrageous. Like you say, you cannot send back. There's no common sense in the system anymore. All sense is gone. And you say, like, we need basically a full reform of the system.
We need a unilateral.
What did you say?
Oh, she said...
What?
She's like, I'm not finished.
You don't talk to me that way. I don't care.
Oh my gosh.
Just the tips.
Just the tip?
Hey, Mr. Smith. Want to try out my time machine? It runs on Doritos.
Sure. So now what?
Gotta put the whole bag in.
Okay.
Yes.
It's really working, Jimmy! This is the greatest moment of my life! Get out of my yard! Jimmy? You're so old. It's the future!
Hey, Mr. Smith.
You did get HIV, Hannah. You got it from someone on Tinder. If I was in the hospital? Hannah, I just got discharged. I wrecked my car. So you just think that's okay just to go out and just sleep with other men online?
Yeah, I do.
You do? Really?
I do.
What? So that's why you were on Tinder maybe? Is that what it is?
Driving in your car.
Where was I driving?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. That's not important, right?
I have HIV, so it
Yeah, and I wonder who gave it to me. You must have given it to me. You gave me HIV.
I'm not a man.
Exactly. It doesn't matter, but you got it from a man. You get HIV, Hannah. You got it from someone on Tinder.
I can't get HIV.
Say a prayer.
Jeffrey Epstein. Shut up. I know he's your friend, but I don't care. You had to make your own way here in your own plane, didn't you? Right, but seriously, most films are awful, lazy, remakes, sequels. I've heard a rumour that there might be a sequel to Sophie's Choice. I mean, that'd just be Meryl Streep going, well, it's got to be this one then. All the best actors have jumped to Netflix and HBO, you know. And the actors who just do Hollywood movies now do fantasy adventure nonsense. They wear masks and capes and really tight costumes. Their job isn't acting anymore. It's going to the gym twice a day and taking steroids, really. Have we got an award for most ripped junkie? No. No point. We know he'd win that. Jeffrey Epstein.
She didn't believe me until I forced her to put these and this on, and now no one can tell she gets secret content in her glasses.
Okay, let's eat. Here's how I like them, and I suggest you have them the same way. Go ahead there, folks. Pick yourself up a couple of dogs. Okay, let's eat.
Yeah, man, what's up? What do we? Is this all just really necessary?
Yeah, you're not allowed to record a federal incident.
How you figure that? Show me where it says that. How about I'm gonna record it regardless of what you say?
You gave it off to defend the Constitution, right?
We're not on military. Hang on. We're not on military property.
Yeah, you're recording a federal installation.
Absolutely, I absolutely am. Absolutely can do that. I suggest you look it up. About public photography?
Do you have that on you right now?
No, but I ain't doing your job for you. Are you serious?
All right, do you guys have ID?
When it came time to show identification, Green had no choice but to pull out his trump card.
You're not getting no ID. That's funny. That's funny, dude. That's funny.
Turn around, place your hands on top.
I doubt. You're gonna get me for what now? There's no identified statue in North Carolina. Are you serious?
Can I get your name?
No, you can't. You can't bullshit us, dude. We know what we doing. We know what we doing.
How do you want me to address you? How do you want me to address you?
You can call me good citizen.
Secondary charge.
Yeah.
Primary charging. Failure to ID is a secondary charge. What's the crime you're charging?
Yeah.
What's your crime? You guys?
I want to know why he's asking for my ID and telling me to put my hands behind my back.
He's got his hand on his weapon.
It's not on my weapon. I'm addressing my hand.
You're very aggressive.
Right, let's start over. You talk to us because you look like you know what you're talking about. He don't.
Hey, what's the purpose for you guys recording?
We just out here enjoying this beautiful day.
Okay.
We journalists. That's what we do.
So the thing is, the gate, you're not...
We can record that gate.
You got authorization?
No, I got the Constitution, my authorization. Yes.
That's a federal installation.
I know.
I'll have the watch commander come out here in a second.
Yeah, he needs to because this guy right here is fixing to do something very stupid.
As it turned out, the female officer probably really knew Green well, which is why she had already picked a side. These two clearly came prepared. Green tried to scare them by randomly citing some charges, but Audit Bro was even more familiar with these charges. At this moment, Green's subordinate once again betrayed him, saying Audit Bro was right, that they didn't actually need to show ID. Green's supervisor ended up looking foolish, and combined with the earlier betrayal by the female officer, this was his second betrayal already. At this point, Audit Bro said to them, "Since you know he's wrong, you should educate him yourselves. Do you really have to wait for us to step in?"
Baby, pendejo,
Baby money.
No.
Baby money, please. No. Oh, baby.
Sorry, just a random thing that pisses me off is that my mom came to me and she was like, your younger brother is so mean to your older brother. I've been telling you. Then she was like, your little cousins from your dad's side, they don't even want to play with your brother anymore. I was like, yeah, I've been telling you my whole fucking childhood. 22 now. No protection from you whatsoever. Oh my gosh, she pisses me off. Like, I thought I was slow, but I guess I know where I get it from now. And that was after I made a post on Facebook where it showed like, oh my god, okay, I think the person that I reposted it from deleted it because I am not seeing it anywhere, but it was basically saying like, when we go to our mothers about our brothers and they're being mean to us, and the moms are just like, they're just looking for a reaction out of you. They want you annoyed. So don't react. Be a perfect little robot. Sit there and take it. Like, that is how abuse starts. That is how we wire our friggin' brain to accept anything that comes our way. Oh my god. Holy crap. I shouldn't say it, but I hate. Sorry, God.
Exposing corrupt and greedy CEOs, Part 4. This woman got cancer from this famous product, and when she tried to sue, the company pulled the slimiest move ever to try to get out of it. Now, Deanne Berg used Johnson & Johnson baby powder every single day for years, and was told, of course, that the product was safe. And then she got diagnosed with stage 3 ovarian cancer. Now, the doctors told her the talc in the powder that she was using may have carried a well-known carcinogen called asbestos, which built up in her body over time, causing the cancer. So Deanne files one of the first major lawsuits against Johnson & Johnson, and of course, they fight back hard. They're denying any link between their product and her cancer, but internal company documents start surfacing, showing tests from as early as the 1970s, showing asbestos in the powder, but the company kept selling it anyway. So Deanne's case drags on until finally, a jury sides with her, ruling that the powder did play a role in her cancer diagnosis. Now, normally with lawsuits like this, Johnson & Johnson appeals, they do delays, and then they just settle quietly to get the case over and done with. But this one struck a nerve, and thousands more women stepped forward, piling up lawsuits until there were over 60,000 in total for ovarian cancer and mesothelioma, which is a cancer of the tissues covering your internal organs like your lungs. And finally, the court verdict starts rolling in. There's $72 million awarded for one case in Missouri, then a massive $2.1 billion settlement for 22 other women, and as a result, Johnson & Johnson pulls talc-based baby powder from North America in 2020. Still insisting that the product is safe and any asbestos was either naturally occurring or negligible in spite of the lawsuits. So then the company pulls the ultimate move known as the Texas two-step, and the CEO in charge at the time is Alex Gorski, who defended the products, denying their link to any cancers. Well, in 2021, they create a new subsidiary company called LTL Management, and they transfer all talc liabilities into it, keeping the valuable assets with the parent company, Johnson & Johnson. And then LTL, surprise, surprise, files for bankruptcy. Well, they did this little maneuver to pause thousands of trials and force global settlements on their terms. And 2 weeks after they do this little switcheroo, they put another CEO in charge named Joaquin Duato, who saw the rest of this thing through. Now, Deanne Berg and tens of thousands of other women can only sit and watch in disbelief because Johnson & Johnson isn't going bankrupt. It's this legal loophole of a shell game to shield the real company from paying billions in settlements while victims wait years to barely get scraps. Now, the courts did reject the first two attempts, calling it bad faith and a fraud on the justice system. And even the appeals courts agree they're not going to allow this. So ultimately, Johnson & Johnson ended up paying billions in settlements, but no one from the company goes to jail for hiding the cancer-causing asbestos for decades. And women like Deanne Berg still have to deal with cancer, they still have lost loved ones, while the system continues to allow big corporations like this to use bankruptcy loopholes to skirt responsibility. Follow for more stories that the system does not want you to hear.
The next nominee is Pitbull. Pitbull is nominated for calling the police on the drug dealers that moved next door to his house. Not because it was the right thing to do, just because he was jealous of all the money they was making. Finally, the one and only. What? Silky Johnson! Silky Johnson is nominated for calling in a bomb threat to the Special Olympics, man! winner of the 9th annual Player Hater of the Year award is Silky Johnston. Kiss my ass. I'm the biggest hater.
Silky Mink Man, a 100% rat ass. Hit me, baby. What a beautiful token. Beautiful on the weekends does stunts for Little Richard in gay movies.
Zonder bladerdegen hoef je helemaal niet meer thuis te komen.
Maar wat kan ik eraan doen dat het overal is uitverkocht?
Ja,
ik kan toch niet toveren?
Is dat mijn probleem? Nee.
Liever... Oei, yo, bladerdeeg, bladerdeeg. Mag ik wat vragen? Waar is de bladerdeeg?
Beter bladerdeeg.
Hey. Kan je misschien loslaten?
Nee.
Luister, ik heb een probleem als ik hier niet mee thuis kom. Mijn vrouw gooit me op straat.
En mijn schoonmoeder die komt straks langs. Voor de iftar. En zij haat mij.
Als zij...
He said what no one else would say.
There's a lot of people who I debate with who I know don't believe what they're saying. Take a guy like Destiny, right? The Coomer Gremlin, as I like to call him, okay?
What do you call him? The what?
Coomer Gremlin.
What's that word?
He's like
Coomer.
a sexual degenerate.
But he's like bisexual, right?
Yeah. Well, he's all kinds of sexual, apparently. But I've often thought that there's times when I'm talking to the guy where I'm like, you don't believe that. Like, there's no fucking way you believe that shit. You're making it up. And I know you're making it up, right? And you'll catch him at times who'll be like, whatever I got to say to win the argument.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I believe that. There are people who genuinely believe their view and are excellent debaters. And I love those engagements. I live for those engagements. The problem is like, it's 5% of them.
Right, a lot of people are just trying to win, right?
Well, not just trying to win, but I don't even have a problem with going into a debate with a mindset of winning it. If you're representing a view you believe,
right,
you want to win the engagement, whether it's a conversation or it's a debate, you want to win people over to your side. You want to even win the person you're talking to over to your side.